Good morning, guys. I'm late getting the intro up. Already done one, which I will see in just a second. There's the one I trimmed last week, I think. Yeah, last week. And there's the one I just done. That yard was kind of a disaster. It was I don't know, the last few times it's been really straggly, really tall. It's not the actual tall fescue grass getting that tall. It's a weed that we have around here. I don't know about your area, but we have what's called Dallas grass, and it's really thick and really tough, and it gets really tall really quick. So it's just a pain. It takes forever. I had to slow way down and just kind of really take my time. I mean, I usually mow with my mower on 5, and I mowed that one on 3, and it was still leaving stragglers. So I mean, yeah, my blades are kind of dull. I could use some new ones, but I just sharpened them things this past Saturday, and it's Thursday, so may have to break down and buy some new before too long. But on a yardage that, you know, good quality grass, not many weeds or anything like that, it cuts perfect. So I hate to buy new blades just because 1 or 2 yards here and there look like crap, but you know, I may have to. But right now I'm gonna go gas all the stuff up and head over a little bit, and we'll do the other yard that's in every other Thursday. But and then after that, I've got one to weed eat, just a rock's throw from that yard, and then we're gonna go back to my neck of the woods and weed eat one, and then I've got to go home, drop my trailer off, and go weed eat another one because the driveway, there's no room for me to turn around with the trailer up there, and I don't need to mow it anyway. It's just a weed eating job. It's not, I don't just have to go around the stuff, I have to weed eat the entire yard, but it's not level enough to get a mower up there. So that's how the evening and the day is gonna go. We're gonna gas up right here real quick and get going again. I didn't feel really good this morning doing that first yard. I just kind of felt droggy and not very peppy. I'm not usually very peppy anyway. I have one speed and that's slow, but I just didn't feel good. I don't know why. I've not been taking care of my body very good the past few days, especially yesterday. If you watched my previous vlog, I took a buddy to get, he had to have it take apart for his truck and injector, get it tested, and they're going to rebuild it because it had a hole in it and was spewing fuel out everywhere. And I give him a ride out there. On the way back, we stopped at Taco Bell. It's like our spot. And we love Taco Bell. We've ate there every chance we get ever since we could drive. But we stopped there, and I ate so much, and it was so good. It was really good, but I felt like complete crap. And of course, you know, when you go to Taco Bell, you got to get some Baja Blast to drink. So I drank probably a freaking gallon of that. So needless to say, I did not feel good. Still don't. I feel fine. I'm just not. I don't have any energy. I don't want to work. I don't feel good. I'm not like heat exhausted or anything. I'm still sweating and everything. But I went in the gas station there when I gassed up the mower, and got an orange juice and a grape juice, and I already drunk both of them. So hopefully I'll pump some vitamins in me and some stuff I've lacked the past few days. If y'all can see them over there or not, I didn't get to zoom my camera in, but they fly planes over there like every week. They just get those little remote control airplanes and fly them, and it's just the coolest thing. And of course, as you can see, they have a big time doing it, but they're pretty cool. I think that's just cool. I hadn't seen them out doing that in a long time. I didn't know if they still did, but like, there's people that come and stay like for 2 or 3 days, and they'll camp over there. It's just a big farm, and they'll get those remote control airplanes out and fly them. It's pretty cool. I thought it was like just a big bird coming in for a dive, but no, it's one of them planes. It was neat. Man, it's raining so much that these bi-weekly yards are looking pretty rough. And this one is about as bad as the last one. It's usually not as bad. But these are, it makes me look bad. It takes more time for me to do it, and I start losing money, and I don't like doing that. But it's pretty darn tall, but we'll get her done. I ain't gonna grin while I'm doing it, but I'm gonna get her done. That one's finally done. These first 2 yards are taking forever, but luckily the rest of them should go pretty quick. I've got this one, the weed eat, just right up here, and then I've got to go measure a yard for fertilizing, and then I'm gonna head back to my stomping ground around where I live and weed eat one, and then I'm gonna go drop the trailer off and all that crap. I done told y'all this, so let's keep at it, keep grinding. That little one's done. It's not too bad at all. Biggest part's just a ditch line. If it wasn't for that ditch line and the chain link fence in the back, I could do that in probably less than 5 or 6 minutes, but you know, whatever. Still not bad. It usually takes me, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe, something like that. It's not that bad. But now I'm gonna head over. I have to go price a yard for fertilizing. It's not time yet to fertilize, but he's just wanting, you know, to kind of get ahead and know what he's looking at and already have all the stuff worked out when it does come time to fertilize and reseed and all that stuff. Guys, it's coming up before too long. It's about the middle of August right now, so yeah, it'll be time to fertilize in another month or so. Here anyway, it may be different in your area, but here, usually by the time it cools down enough to where you're not going to burn the yard up, it'll be about mid-September. I'm going to kind of walk y'all through it and show you kind of what you need to do to get the square footage. And it doesn't have to be exact. I don't ever get one exact, but you know, you have to get it close to know how much you're going to need and how much you need to charge. So I'll kind of walk y'all through that. And he's also wanting me to look at his landscaping. They're wanting to move sometime within the next year and sell their house that they're in now. So he's wanting to kind of, you know, make the curb appeal a little better and get fertilized and, you know, some new grass growing and get maybe spruce up the landscape, just kind of see. He was wanting to just see what kind of his options are. So we're going to look at that. And I'll kind of walk you through that too. It's every house is different when it comes to a landscape installation, because you know, some plants go better with some houses. You know, blooming shrub may go better with this house, or evergreen may go better with this one. You know, just usual, your normal, you know, annual flowers, begonias, petunias, marigolds, you know, they may go better at this house. So it's just kind of you have to take a step back and just really look and say, okay, would this work here, would this work here? And just kind of, you know, rack your brain a little bit, take a picture of it, go home, research some plants, and one thing, make sure you see like where the sun comes up, where the landscape gets morning sun, where it gets evening sun. If it's in the sun all day, that's going to play a big part in what plants you can and cannot use. Because some plants, I know azaleas, morning sun, afternoon shade, or they will be toast. Roses usually can take a lot of sun, but you know, you gotta find out that's usually where you need to start, is what sun does it get. So, but anyway, I'll shut up and we'll go to this yard and then I'll talk to you about it. Alright, we're here at this yard. So basically all you need to do to measure the square footage is go from this end to this end, and then from down here to up there and square everything off. And then you'll come over here, this big section you done up here, stop it at the end of the house here, and then measure from here to the end of the house, and then from right here to the property line, and just keep squaring it up like that. The things you'll need to do this is a piece of paper, pen, obviously write the feet down, your dimensions, and a measuring wheel. This one, I really like it. It's small and compact. You see it now? And now it extends out. So you just walk with it. Then when you stop, you just mash the little button there and it'll clear off. Well, that hellacious mess is finally done. I mean, it ain't all about the pretty stripes, let me tell you. Good morning. It's Friday, getting a little late start, but I've been mowing here at home. A couple reasons for that. One, it was growed up, and I got kind of a busy day tomorrow, so I wanted to go ahead and do it. The second reason is, the first yard I do on Fridays is she pays by the month, so it's no big deal what time I get there. But the second one, she works a few hours in the mornings, so if I get there too early, I don't get her check. And that's a $50 check that I like getting every week. So I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and do mine, get it over with, then I'll head out and do theirs. So I was going to work out. But something came in the mail this morning. I haven't opened it. It is LifeLock. Is that not like the old people's thing where you hit the little tab or whatever? Crap. I was completely wrong. That's like an identity theft protection thingamajig. I didn't know. Pretty proud of my front yard. Love it. Alright, that one's knocked out. Just one more to go and this week is done. I'm really, really glad. Cause my sinuses are getting the best of me. It's mine always do this. You can always count on it right about the time school starts back. My sinuses will just start flaring up really, really bad. And they have. I got, it's drainage. My head, every time I bend over, my head just pulsates, feels like it's awful. But it's part of it, man. It's part of it. But a question I got from someone the other day, not on YouTube on here, but just a question was, do you ever change your pattern on a yard? And the answer is yes. And the reason for that being, if you use a commercial mower, those things weigh a lot. I've got a Skag Walk behind, for those of you that may not know. It when I bought it, the manual or whatever it said weighed 585 pounds. That's empty without gas and without it pulling me behind it. So you got to think, if you're going over a yard, 25 times a year, maybe, or 30, however many times you mow it, and you go in the exact same tracks every single week, you're going to start getting ruts in it, and you're going to be able to see those tire tracks. And I personally think that looks terrible. I hate going by a yard and just the first thing I see is tire tracks, just straight up and down tire tracks. It looks bad. The airport here, I live fairly close to Knoxville, and the airport, McGee Tyson down in Alcoa, a perfect example. You drive by there, it doesn't look that bad. Of course, you're on Alcoa Highway going 80 miles an hour. But if you kind of slow down, you're at the airport or whatever, and you take a look at it, it looks awful because the same people have mowed it for years, and they have never once changed that pattern. And all you see is tire tracks. It looks terrible in my opinion. I like nice smooth stripes, and you're not being able to really see what the tire marks are. I mean, you're going to a little bit, yeah, because it's heavier, but without them sinking down in the ground like that, I just personally think it looks bad. Now, do I have a set time on when I change my stripes? And the answer to that is no. I'll start the year doing a pattern on a yard, and I may do that pattern for 4 times, 4, 6, 7, 10 times. I just don't have a set pattern. But if I start to see that, okay, these tracks are getting a little heavy, I need to lay off this one, yeah, I'll switch to another one. Some yards I've got, like that yard that's the Bermuda grass, am I going to be able to see tire tracks in that? Probably not. If I went over that one all year, probably not. But a lot of my, most of my yards are tile fescue, and they'll indent pretty quick with tire tracks. But I don't necessarily change my pattern because of tire marks more than I do if I get bored with the same pattern. This yard I'm going to next, I may do the same pattern today just because I'm in kind of a hurry and I just want to get done with work this week because I don't feel good. but I may change it. If I don't change it today, I'll definitely go in a different direction next week, because this yard's really soft. It stays kind of wet, and it doesn't take long for you to start seeing the ruts from the mower. So I may change it today. I may wait till next week. I'm not really sure. It's real bright and sunny today for the most part. Get kind of cloudy now, but this morning the stripes were popping so good in my house, and I couldn't wait to get to this one to try the same thing. But basically, do what works for you. You know, I may experiment some at at times next year to see how long I can get by on the yard without it looking like a bulldozer ran through there and mowed the grass at the same time. But at my house, if I can think of it next time I mow, I'll video it. I've got some patches to where I have kind of experimented a little bit with it, and there's a couple places that I've mowed the same way since I got that mower, just because it's like around my pasture fields and fences and stuff. You can't really change that. Two, because there's not, one, because there's not room, and two, nobody sees it but me anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if I think of it, I did notice this morning in one spot it is rutting a little bit, but whatever. It's been mowed the same direction since spring, because I just fenced it off this past winter. So yeah, it doesn't take that long. It's in a bottom, so it stays wet a lot down there. And but just do what works for you, do what looks the best, and what makes your customers happy. Pretty much all I gotta tell you on that. That one's all done and my week is over with. I mentioned my plan this morning about why I waited till later in the day to start mowing, was so I could be home so she would pay me. Well, it worked perfectly. She came in as soon as I started blowing off the driveway and the sidewalks, and got my check, got paid for that one. And it's not, I hate to do that, but I hate it from my customers when they expect to pay me every week, and then they don't see me for 2 or 3 weeks, and it gets, because I know she'll pay me, I trust her, she's a great customer, but I just hate for them to have to do that, for money's sakes and budget sakes or whatever, so I would rather just do it when I'm expected, and work can work out for both of us like that. But that's all for me this week. I know the first part of the week's vlog, I don't know why it kept failing on me, so hopefully by the time you're watching this, it will be up. I hope. If it doesn't this third time, I've tried to upload it twice and it's failed every time. I'm gonna try, hopefully third time's a charm, and get that up for you. But if it's not, you'll see now why. It just keeps saying error during upload or something. So I may just have to kind of start from scratch and just re-edit everything and try that. But maybe I'll get something worked out for you. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching so much. I enjoy doing this, I really do. So if y'all have any questions, any thing you see me do, you want to comment on, tell me how I can do it better, or tweak something that may work out better, feel free to let me know. I'm up for anything. I'm learning just like everybody else is. I'm not an expert at all. I'm just doing my best to know, and don't know everything. I ain't gonna ever claim to, but I will pass on any tips that I think of from time to time, like the stripe thing today. And I'm gonna bring that up again. That last yard, y'all will be able to tell from the videos, I did not change my pattern. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I had to do that pretty pattern just one more time. But next time I probably will, because my tire marks are getting to stand out a little bit for me. I don't know if it is as bad on camera as it is in person, but in person you can start to see the tire marks. So I went ahead and changed the backyard up today. It's kind of brown anyway. It's died a lot this summer, so I'm not too concerned with it anyway. But just to kind of break up the monotony of things, I changed it a little bit. So next time I'm going to, I've been doing that one diagonally, so next time I'm going to go diagonally in the other direction. If you look at it from the road, I've been going from the bottom left to the top right of the yard. So next time I'll be going from the bottom right to the top left. So that's that. It's what to come. And I will be back next week as always. Fun weekend ahead. Kind of. Tonight's going to be fun. Me and my girlfriend are double dating, going bowling and eating out with some friends of hers. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good evening to kind of relax and get away from work a little bit. It's been busy the past couple weeks, and it looks like it's going to stay busy. And you know, pumpkins are getting done. They're starting to come in. Corn's finally done. So it's a busy time. Busy time. But I may video a little tonight here and there, get something up, but we'll see. But anyway, I know I'm rambling. I apologize, but I appreciate y'all watching. Please come back, subscribe, like this video, comment, like I said, with any questions, concerns, or suggestions. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great weekend.